Hello. The movie that I watched is Forrest Gump, and I'll be talking about what I liked, what are my key takeaways, my life learnings, what are my favorite dialogues, and what is like a critical overview of the movie for me. So I'll start now from the first topic, that is what did I learn, or what were the life takeaways that I got from the movie. So the first takeaway or the first life lesson that I got from the movie was to be optimistic, to have a positive approach towards life, and not make any excuses about how your life is or how what circumstances you are in. Because if you just work hard, keep moving forward, you'll always get what you want. Just like in the movie, as we see about Lieutenant Dan, as you see about Forrest Gump, who was once not able to, because of a crooked back, he was not able to use his leg, and but he still moved forward, moved in a positive approach, and then became a best runner, one of the best runners. And for Lieutenant Dan in the movie was like he got crippled in the movie after the war, but still when after at the end he got a beautiful wife, and he didn't give up on life like he thought his destiny was, because there is no such thing as destiny, or maybe there is, but like as the movie said in the end, it's just life is just a mixture of both these. It's either your destiny is pre-written, or you just make your own destiny, and it's just hand in hand. For don't change the don't If you need to change the show, don't change the boat, just change the direction your boat is moving in, is what I believe. Second thing is, if you work hard and don't let the world decide what you are, as in this case, Forrest Gump worked hard, worked towards his goals, worked towards his progress, and didn't let him believe, or didn't got down by what people called him stupid, or name or whatever, but still worked hard towards his goals. This is what I admired about the movie, or this is what I liked about the movie. Second thing, that the second part is what I can relate. What concepts can I relate to the living conversations, that classes that we had. So like as in the asynchronous sessions, there were some sessions about listening and about communication. So this is what I can relate for when Forrest Gump listening to his friend Bubba. The name in his movie was Baba, and so as he listened to his friend about the shrimp business, and how he kept on talking about shrimps here and there and about everything else, and Forrest Gump just kept on listening, but and because of that he was able to have a good approach. And I believe that if you be a good listener, you can have a good improved approach, which we also learn in the living conversation classes, in the asynchronous sessions. Also, there was a session about communicating skills, which was there, which because there are some communication problems everyone faces. And I believe that in the movie, somehow there was a communication gap, there was communication error between people. For example, Forrest Gump and Jenny, the love of his life, there was some communication gap in which he wasn't able to tell or say things, and Forrest Gump was a bad communicator in many sense, for he wasn't able to communicate with many people, but yeah, he knew, but only so there was some who could understand him, and he was fortunate enough to get those people. Moving on to the third point is what the favorite dialogue in the movie, that I think is obviously "Run Forrest Run," which which have become like a takeaway for many people, because I believe that once you watch this movie, this "Run Forrest Run," like it becomes the basis of the movie. Like if you have to sum up the movie in 3 words, this is what I'll say: this "Run Forrest Run" will be the movie. And my scenes that the favorite scenes from the movie, to be honest, there are many. The movie is great, and it's not something that like you have a particular favorite scene, but there are certain scenes that intrigued me. For example, there was a scene with Captain Dan and Lieutenant Dan and Forrest Gump. They were with girls, I mean, and the guy just and one of the girls called Forrest Gump as stupid, and both the girls called, actually later on both the girls called Forrest Gump stupid, but Lieutenant Dan, he stood up for his friend, and he just threw the girls out, and he told them to leave and not call him stupid, for because he knew what it meant for Forrest to be not to be called a stupid, and he knew that he is his friend, and somewhere or the other he respected the guy for saving, and that's when he truly understood what he felt, and as he got crippled after the war, and he knew what it's like to be criticized by other people, he went forward and stood for his friend, or stood for his companion, as he said. The second scene obviously would be the scene where where the Lieutenant Dan comes and say Forrest Gump that he'll be his first mate, which obviously he made a promise and he kept his word. Although no matter in what circumstances he said it, they were partying and just out of the blue, Forrest Gump said that I'll take a boat, and just in a jovial manner, the lieutenant said that if I'll be your captain, I'll be your first mate. But that's what I liked about the guy, that he was a man of his word, and if he said something and he meant it, and that's what I believe is man should be, a man of his word. I'll also there's just one scene that particularly was like in the about both Lieutenant Dan, for Lieutenant, after the storm, when there was storm and every other boat except Forrest Gump's boat got damaged, destroyed. Lieutenant Dan just took a swim in the sea, and he in a way just there was this quarrel that he had with God, that he always believed that just like everyone in his family died in war, it was his destiny to die in war. But no, that wasn't true for him, and he there was other plans, and he had this quarrel that no, he had to die there and God saved him, or maybe he made him a cripple, and there was this quarrel between them, and somewhere or the other he found peace, and maybe he found peace in not being with God there, and that was one. And these are some scenes that really intrigued me. Coming to the review, or a critical review that I like to say about the movie is the movie started with a guy sitting in the bus stand, and movie just waiting for a bus, and he was sitting there, and some people came. There was many passengers coming by and going, and and he told his story about how he was young, he was crooked, his back was crooked, and he had to then they straightened him up, fixed his back. He had a IQ of 75, which wasn't enough to go to a public school, but his mother worked hard and did many sacrifices to give him the education that every other guy deserves, and how he found friends in Jenny, Buba, Lieutenant Dan, and his mother, and mostly his mother, because his mother in a way taught him to not ever bow down to everyone, bow down to anyone, or don't listen to the world. The world will call him stupid, is what his mother said, but he doesn't need to believe him, because stupid is as stupid does, is what his mother said to him, and this is what he always believed. He believed in hard work. He ran, and he got to college, and because of his running so fast, he got to college and was able to study in college. He went to the army, earned a Medal of Honor in the army, saving his friends, saving his comrades. He earned the Medal of Army, and he met a lot of people there, and he met president once or twice, and after that, many a time he played ping pong. He completed his army service. He kept a move forward. He owned a ship named it Jenny, became the captain, expanded his business, bought 12 or 13 more boats, and after that, with Lieutenant Dan, as supposed, and his life moved on, and later on in the movie he got the love of his life, Jenny. Although he lost his mother, but he did got Jenny after that, somewhere or the other, to fill the hole in his heart. But even then he realized that Jenny isn't gonna be there for long, and he had a son too, and he realized that at the end of the movie that he has a son, and he married Jenny, and after a few time at a Saturday, there was a Saturday that she died. His mother died on a Wednesday, and it was a really heart-warming or heart-melting moment. He was there alone, thinking that he was alone, and but he wasn't, because there was his son. And I believe that he at the end of the movie, like, was trying to was just like him, like like his first day in the school bus, when he his mother said, when he was going to say and was about to say his to his son to do something, but he stopped and just told him, and made the decision that let his son live his life, make his mistakes. And maybe this is what the story meant, that keep on, that everyone has their own life to live, and or adventures, and they have to just do it no matter what happens. And that is what I'll have to say. Thank you.